Yo, I'm gonna tell you guys something. This is gonna be really, really stupid. Like, for real, this is gonna be really stupid. But this is something I can't explain. I can't explain, like, why this is making me cry. Um, I don't know why. But, and this is gonna sound really stupid, and I'm gonna sound really bad here. I'm just gonna let you guys know, like, this is gonna sound really, really fucking stupid, okay? But, oh my gosh, this is gonna sound so stupid, yo. Like, why is this making me cry? This is what I'm trying to figure out. But, this is gonna, you guys can laugh if you want because it's kind of funny. It's not funny, but why I'm crying, it's kind of funny, but I don't know why I'm crying, but like earlier tonight, I was out, like, doing deliveries. No big deal. This is why I had to call 911. Like, no one would, like, I'm gonna tell you a story right now. Okay, I was out doing deliveries, showed up to this building, right? You know, I know a lot about this building. I know a lot about this building. I know one thing. I really don't have to worry about homeless people much at this building, okay? This is one thing I know. All right, so what do? I pull up, I leave the bike outside. I actually don't lock the bike up, okay? Don't lock the bike up. And just to let you guys know, nothing happened to the bike, okay? But I did not lock the bike up, all right? As I'm walking up, I see the security guard. He's like in the parking lot, and he's walking inside. Maybe he was like having a cigarette or something. He's walking inside. And I tell him, oh, I'm making a delivery on such and such floor. I don't want to say the floor because I just don't want to say it because you're probably going to know the building because I'm probably going to say the building. So I go upstairs, drop the order off. As I'm coming downstairs, I get back on the elevator. And I press, the button to go down on the elevator, right? So I'm coming down the elevator, and the elevator, like stops, okay? No big deal, right? No big deal. That elevator just stops, like on the sixth floor. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. I can just get off on the sixth floor and like take the other elevator. Like, what's up with this elevator, right? Okay, so 30 seconds go by, and I'm just like on the Caviar app, and the elevator door is not opening, right? And I'm just like, oh, okay. This elevator door is not opening here. This doesn't seem very good. I'm like, the elevator door is not opening. Why is the goddamn elevator door not opening? And I'm just getting pissed off, right? And I'm just freaking out, right? I'm like, why is this door not opening, right? And I'm just thinking, I'm not thinking about the bike because I don't really care about the bike. Like, I can just buy another fucking bike, But I'm thinking, okay, this door is not opening, and like I don't know, I'm starting to freak out. So the first thing I do is like press the button, right, in the elevator. The call it's like the ring button, right, which does absolutely nothing. It just rings, okay. It doesn't alert anyone. It just rings. It just makes a loud noise, okay. And I'm thinking, well, shit, what am I gonna do here, right? So I press the call button, and I'm thinking when I press this call button, it's gonna connect to like 911. And if you're ever stuck in the elevator, beware that button does not. I don't have a hangover, bro. No, and beware of that button does not. I'm just not gonna read. I'm not gonna look at the comments now. I'm just gonna talk. All right. Beware that the button in the elevator does not connect to 911. That button connects to an elevator operator. Okay. When like I guess like I don't know what happened, but like when I got on when I started talking to the operator, I was like pissed off. Okay, I was like yelling, I was screaming, I was cussing, because they were asking me stupid questions. Okay, they were asking me stupid questions like, "What's your location?" And I'm thinking, yo, I'm calling 911. Like, I thought that it was 911. I'm thinking, like, you don't know the location? You know, that I say the name of the street, you know? And they were just asking, like questions that, like, didn't make sense. Like, I don't know. I don't exactly remember what they were asking, but, like, like, I was just like, what? Like who are you? Like they're asking for my phone number and my name and like my height and stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck does my height have to do with me being stuck in an elevator, you know? So I don't know what happened. So I ended up calling a YouTube subscriber because we're on the phone, okay? He came over because I told him that my bike was downstairs and it was unlocked. So he came over and watched, right? But check this out. If it wasn't for this guy, I don't know what would have happened, okay? Because when I called the person on the phone in the elevator, they got my phone number and someone else called me, okay? Someone else from an elevator company called me and told me I'll be there in a couple hours. And I'm thinking, you'll be here in a couple hours? Like, I'm thinking like, what is this what happens when people get stuck in elevators? Like they have to sit in the elevator for like hours? Like, is that how it works? Shit, is that how it works? Like, that seems like hell. You know, what if there's 6 people in the elevator? Or what if there's 10 people in the elevator? They have to be stuck there for hours? And I'm thinking, okay, all right, okay, well, shit, this is 911, right? Okay, well, yeah, well, this is San Francisco. Well, maybe it just takes a couple hours when you're stuck in the elevator. I mean, maybe they're really, really busy. Like, all right, well, I guess I have to wait here for hours, okay? And I'm thinking, okay, well, all right. So I'm on the phone with the YouTube subscriber, and he has the phone on speakerphone, okay? I don't know exactly what happened in that elevator, but put it like this. I made a lot of noise inside of that elevator. I'm pretty sure I woke up majority of the building, okay? That call button, I guess it wasn't working because people were not coming around. I made a lot of noise. When the YouTube subscriber walked into the building, he had his phone on speakerphone so I could hear everything that was going on. And it was like some woman saying, hey, I think that there's someone stuck in the elevator. And the YouTube subscriber, he's like, yeah, it's obviously that someone's stuck in the elevator. Like, no, don't you hear all that noise? You know? So they're like, yeah, like there's someone stuck in the elevator, and the security guard is like, oh yeah, it's okay, no, that's not what's going on. And the YouTube subscriber's like, look, I know him. He just called me and told me that he is stuck in this elevator in this building. Like, why do you think I came here? He's like, I know him. He's up there in the elevator. Like, he's stuck there. Like, are you gonna are you gonna get someone to help? And he's like, yeah. Help is on the way. Help is on the way. Like, help is gonna be here in like 10 minutes. Gonna be here in 10 minutes. Well, the guy from the elevator company called me and told me he's gonna be here in like a couple hours, like 2 to 3 hours, right? And I'm thinking 2 to 3 hours. They're telling the YouTube subscriber downstairs it's gonna be 10 minutes. The YouTube subscriber's texting me, dial 911 in 10 minutes. And I'm thinking, dial 911 in 10 minutes? Like, what do you mean dial 911 in 10 minutes? Can you guys still hear? Is the video still working? So he's like dial 911 in 10 minutes. So I ended up calling 911, right? So when I called 911, I was like lit, okay? Like I was really calm, but then I was just like, look, I'm gonna start punching this fucking door. Like, I really gotta pee. That was another thing. I really, really had to pee, right? So I was on the phone with 911 for like less than 3 minutes. And right when I got off the phone with 911, because this is an emergency. Like, come on, I'm stuck in an elevator, right? Like, this is an emergency. Like, this I mean, yeah. And yeah, I don't know why that guy was telling, even the security guy told a YouTube subscriber, don't call 911. He told him, don't call 911. Like, he said, don't. And the YouTube subscriber told me to call 911 because he's like, why is he telling me to tell you not to call 911? He's like, well, call 911. Like, maybe he has something to hide, but like, how long is it going to take you to get out of there, you know? He's like, I mean, you can't be stuck in the elevator, you know? Like, come on, like, you can't. What if my car was illegally parked on the street, right? Now, up until this point, like, pretty much I was basically stuck in this elevator for an hour, okay? For straight up an hour. So after, I don't even know what the story was, but like, shit. Okay, so I'm in the elevator. YouTube subscriber is telling me to call 911. I hang up the phone. I call 911. Was on the phone for them for like 3 minutes. Called him immediately. He's back on speakerphone. Okay. Like, as soon as I called him, I can hear in the background, like, I can hear the sirens, like the fire trucks coming. And it had been like I want to say it had been like less than 3 minutes, okay? And I heard sirens from when I like initially called 911 to like, yo, like, I hear people coming. But then it was this long pause from where I heard sirens to where they came up. So I guess when they came up, like when they came like inside, the security guy was giving them a hard time because I was just a delivery guy. And you know, if someone calls 911 on a building like that, the building gets fined. Like, they have to pay money to the city, okay? Because that was an emergency. So I'm pretty sure that the building, like the security guy, got really pissed off because, you know, I called 911 and they came out and they had to like you know, respond, okay? So when the firefighters finally came up, they came up and like it took like maybe like 5 minutes of them like doing something to the door, but they finally got the door open and it was like stuck in between. So I basically had to like jump down and then I was on the 6th floor and then they're like, yeah, you know, yeah, what happened? I was like, yeah, I got stuck in the elevator. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can take this one. And I was like, nope, I'm going to take the stairs. You know, I'm like, I was just a delivery guy. Like, I'm here to just drop off some food, you know. And now I've got stuck in this freaking elevator. And then what happens? Like, I come back home and I'm here and I'm like thinking about what happened. And I'm thinking, yo, I think I want to go like have a couple beers. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm just sitting here and I just like start crying. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. I can't even sleep right now. Like, I'm like wide awake. I can't stop thinking about what happened. But this is something that I thought that like would never like I thought I would think like this would be something that would never like bother me, you know? Like, I don't get it. Like, I think this would be something that would never bother me, you know? But this, like, I was like freaking out. Like, not freaking out like, "Grr," but I was just like, I don't know, it's just really weird. It's really weird. I'm definitely disturbed by Kobe's death as well, but I don't know. It's just really weird what happened tonight. So my phone started to die, but like I found a plug in the elevator, so I was able to charge my phone in the elevator. So it was chill. Did you wee wee in the elevator? No, I didn't wee wee in the elevator. No, I didn't. It's so funny. So I wee wee in the elevator. You need a holiday. So I did cancel my trip to Asia because well, of course. Believe it or not, I was flying through China and I was flying through Wuhan, the city where the freaking virus started. I was gonna fly directly through that city, yo. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? But it's weird. I called and canceled my flight, and I don't even think they cancel it, like, cause it still shows up. Like, it's not showed up as canceled. But like, I know what to do. Don't show up to the airport on Thursday. Bro, I was there for like an hour. I was there for a really long time. Like, I'm sorry if you guys just tuned in now. Like, I'm gonna cut this stream off very soon, and I won't have it long, so that way people can like watch it. But I don't know. I'm having a hard time sleeping. I wish I had some beer here, but like, there's no beer here. I know. I'm glad I'm alive. Dude, the security guy, I'm telling you guys. Okay, there's a part of the story that I did not tell. The very, very end of the story. Okay. As I'm walking downstairs, you know what I noticed? I noticed that I noticed that there's like three other people taking the stairs, okay? What does that tell you? That they know that there's something wrong with the elevator. One of the women downstairs said that the elevator broke down frequently, okay? By the way, this building is 1200 Goth, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and say the name. It was 1200 Goth. And interesting about this building, I actually looked at, like, I was searching real estate in San Francisco a couple years ago. And this building came up a couple different times, right? And they had one bedrooms for about $400,000. And you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, I wonder why people aren't buying this. Like, $400,000 is not that much money for a one bedroom, and this one's on like the 20th floor and you got a nice view. It sounds like a really good deal. And then I asked someone, I was like, yo, why is that building right there? Like, why is it always rented so cheap? Like, I actually asked the landlord. And you know what the landlord told me? He was like, yeah, that building is always going to be rented cheap because it has very, very bad management. So there's always things broken down in that building. He's like, all the time. There's always things broken down in that building. The address is 1200 Gough Street. So y'all get some deliveries going there. That the security guard is going to be very nice and he's going to be very polite. He's going to let you go up. But you know what? You might not come down so fast. Okay, you might be sitting on that elevator floor like me for some time. Okay, I was laid out on that elevator floor, bro. I was straight laid out, and the YouTube subscriber was watching me on the camera. He was like, "Yo, I see you on the camera. You sleep." He even took a picture and sent it to me. I was like, "I'll be damned. They can see you doing everything around here." I'm telling y'all. I don't know why it's making me like. I don't know why it's making me trip out. Like, I even hear them sirens right now, y'all. It's like I didn't get hurt. Like, No one like threatened me. No one did anything. Oh yeah, but check this out. So when I was coming downstairs, I noticed it was people walking down, taking the stairs. But obviously, they know that the building's jacked up. Okay. I walked directly out of the building, and I guess the security guard was talking to some other people because it was people still down there talking to him. Like I guess maybe they were complaining or whatever, but they were still down there talking to him. I walked outside and I was talking to the YouTube subscriber, and then one of the firefighters came out and he was like, "Oh man, have a good night, have a good night, have a good night." 400K is very cheap in San Francisco. Like you won't even find anything 400K around here now. Like you can get a parking spot for $100,000. So, that's kind of how it is. So like I get downstairs, walk past him. I'm talking to the firefighter outside. I'm talking to the YouTube subscriber, and they're trying to figure out who called 911. No, this wasn't a project. It actually wasn't a project. No, this is a high-rise building. This is a high-rise building, by the way. I think it's like 25 stories or something. 22 stories, 23 stories or something. It's a tall building. But they're trying to figure out who called the police. Like who called the fire department. That's what they're trying to figure out. And you know what? I just thought, look, let's just go help them out. Let's just go in there and tell them, look, I called them. So I walked in, and it was a couple firefighters in there too. I walked in, I said, look, I called them. I called the firefighter. I said, I was stuck inside the elevator, and no one was coming to help. And I wanted to leave. I don't live here. I pay my taxes, and I wanted to leave. So I called. I called them. Yeah, I did. Me. I did. And I just told them, like, yeah, it was me. What do you mean I'm not high right now and I'm not being dramatic? Like, come on, like, drop it. That's why I never take elevators. But when you're going up to, like, I mean, come on, dude. Like, I was going up pretty high, put it like that, like, towards the top of the building. I don't want to say the floor, but, like, towards the top of the building. All right, so if you just joined in, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm going to end this stream soon and then just watch it from the beginning. Maybe racism. The guy was African. But it was almost like he did not want me to call 911 because I wasn't. He didn't want me to call 911 because I wasn't a tenant and I was just a delivery guy. Maybe that's it. But you know what? It's not like it's gonna be his fault. It's not like it's his. It's not his fault that I got stuck on the elevator. And it's also, and if I did get stuck, and I did get stuck in the elevator, and I did call 911, and how would that be his fault? Like, how would that be his fault that I called 911 because I got stuck in the elevator? Like, he is not the elevator guy. Like, I don't even know why he was pissed off at me, but he was pissed off at me, yo. And I'm thinking, why is he pissed off at me, yo? Like, that's the part I don't get it. It's not his fault at all, but he was pissed off. Maybe he was pissed off because he heard me making all that noise in the elevator. And maybe he just didn't want me to call 911. He wanted me to, wait a couple hours for their service guy to come. And I can't take those service guys. Africans take their jobs very seriously. Yeah, but the thing about taking jobs seriously, someone's stuck in the elevator, y'all. I mean, what's your job to do? Like, leave them there for 3 hours? Is that his job? Like, they can't tell him that, yo. They can't tell him, like, look, if someone's stuck in the elevator, like, just call just call the service people and just let him just call the service people and just tell them to wait in the elevator until they come. And the thing about being stuck in the elevator, the part that makes me creep out is, I know that this may sound very out of left field, but this is something that I think about frequently. What if there's an earthquake? I mean, what if there's an earthquake and I'm stuck in this elevator? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I could already be in the elevator and it can be coming down and there's an earthquake. But what if I'm already stuck in the elevator and I've been stuck in the elevator for 20 minutes and then an earthquake happened? You know? I mean, at least if I was on the elevator and I was calming down and an earthquake happened, that's one thing. But if I was just sitting on there because it's already broken down, Jermaine, I don't have a real idea. I just used the passport. Yeah, I just used the passport. It does freak you out, but it made me cry right now. That's the part that and it's weird, like, I don't cry, yo. Especially over some emotional shit. Like, if I cry, it's from crashing on my skateboard. Like, the last time I crashed on my skateboard, definitely cried myself to sleep. Like, definitely cried myself to sleep that night. Yo, that shit was fucking painful, yo. Whew. Oh my gosh. Explains why I don't ride skateboards that much anymore. I like healed myself and then, kept on riding, and then now I'm not riding anymore. See how it works? So that way, like, I didn't just stop right after the crash. I, like, stopped a couple weeks after the crash. Like, I was still back on the board, Why aren't you riding? Oh, I got an electric bike. I like it. It's cool. I'm like, fuck that skateboard. Y'all said he's a sellout. Maybe this is experience telling you to leave the country. Yeah, but he's not gonna make me leave my country. Like, come on. I mean, once again, it wasn't his fault that the elevator was jacked up. Maybe he had an idea that, like, look, that elevator could mess up, because it usually breaks down once a week. Maybe he's like, yeah, it's gonna be that night. Well, check this out. If it's gonna be that night, yep. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's over with, y'all. Dude, I'm pretty sure I woke up half of the building. I'm pretty sure I woke up half of the building, y'all. They probably thought it was a bomb going off or something, like. I saw Germ at the Safeway on Market. Oh, you saw me at the Safeway on Market? All right, yo, check this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream because I'm just going to want to end this stream. But check this out. I'm about to start up another stream, okay? If you guys know what I'm saying.